Hey everyone, welcome back to the Soup and Salad podcast with myself, Julia, and co-host Max.
Hello, everybody.
Today we talked to Sistersnacking, who I discovered via TikTok. And
Number one fan right here.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I've been watching them for...
Me too, honestly, but you're
just
excited.
like, I know, organically they popped up on my feed maybe 2021, a couple of years ago, and they've been creating consistently good food review and also cooking content for the past couple of years, and they are
on their game. Yeah.
On their game. Like, they're definitely a trusted source as far as if you're in New York, but even in Connecticut or the Hamptons, or they're going to Europe this summer. If you know Sistersnacking, you know that they're just a very good trusted source for food review content in restaurants. So we talked to them about how they got into it. It's 4 sisters. Only 2 of them are here today, Carly and Madison, which we love, a sibling, a sibling show.
Real family episode today.
Yeah, family episode. So we kind of talked to them about how they got into food media, what their journey was. It's so interesting because every person we talk to in food media or in the chef world has a totally different entry point and entryway.
Yeah. These guys were great. This episode coming up, especially if you live in New York, you're going to want to listen to, because they have some good tips on some great spots.
Yeah.
A lot of places I've never even heard of.
Right.
They definitely know their restaurants. They've done their research.
100%. And even how to get into certain places, the best way to do that. And also one of their best series is Iconic or Overrated, where they truly say oh, this place is worth it to go to if you're visiting New York, or it's not worth the line or the wait, whatever it might be. So really loved this conversation. They're super fun, super sweet, easy episode. So yeah, give it a listen if you want some recs. So we have Madison and Carly here with us today. And who are we missing?
We're missing the oldest, Sarah, and the youngest, Julia.
Right.
So right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Julia's
I love
youngest
it.
also?
I
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
Nice.
Myself as well. Yeah. Do you guys feel like middle children?
Oh, yeah.
With 4, you have 2 middle children. With 3, you have 1 middle child.
That's the middle
and
right
it's
there.
yeah.
We get you.
Yeah, our middle sibling is off camera.
Yeah.
So what is the number of years difference between all of you?
So Sarah's 31. She's oldest. Then I, this week, will be 29.
Happy
week.
birthday!
Happy
birthday.
Oh my gosh, wait, what day?
Saturday.
Okay,
What's the
so
plan? You gonna come here and turn up?
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Next year's the big year, so we're just keeping it
Yeah.
chill.
Okay, fair.
We're going to go to old school Italian.
Cool.
where? Are you
Um,
gonna cook?
No, we're going to go to Campagnola on the Upper East Side.
Okay, nice.
She's been wanting to go. She lives on the Upper East Side. And we were let's just get old school red sauce joint.
Classic.
Pasta.
Yeah.
Maybe get some martinis and
So
just
good.
vibe.
It's hard. You can't go wrong with that situation.
We'll turn it up for 30.
Yeah.
Take the other
cool.
half. So what's your age?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
27
Okay.
Yeah.
and Julia is 20.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
young gun.
Okay.
Little
Is she in
baby.
college?
A little bit of a gap.
She's currently studying abroad in Florence.
Right. That's.
Ah.
Oh my God. So she'll be having
Did a
her
little
own.
Florence trip recently. A couple
Yeah.
years ago, 8 years ago.
She's having
We'll
her,
see.
her European moment.
Yeah.
So she'll be having her own Italian dinner that night, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will.
She has Chinese food that night. Okay, got it. So I love that you guys all do it together. Everyone's involved. I know that sometimes, we'll get into it in a little bit, but sometimes there's a sibling pops in or pops out, but it's so sweet that you guys all went on that adventure together. So where did you guys grow up?
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
But you guys grew up on Connecticut pizza, I guess, right? So,
Yes.
yeah.
Best pizza in the world.
So, yeah.
You guys in Dave Portnoy.
Yep,
I know.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
lied.
Yeah.
I
What's-
feel it is good. It's top tier.
What is it? Sally's a Pete's?
Sally's.
Sally's a pizza.
But
No, I think
A pizza.
No, that's
A
not
pizza?
right.
Yeah.
It's called a beets. It's supposed to
A
be like
Beets?
beets.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
That's
Beets?
Well, that's like
gabagool
when
type.
when someone
With a
says
Z at the end.
you said
Yeah,
L and you're
exactly,
like,
a
well,
pizza.
there's an L's and R's and an A
Yeah.
at the end, but okay, whatever you say.
I know this because we've said a pizza and people in the comments were not a fan of
Oh,
that.
Really?
So I think it's a beets or something.
There's no B.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that.
Do you guys read the comments pretty heavy? Do you get in there and get triggered? Or are you over it now?
You just got to learn to roll.
I totally get it. Yeah.
Your comments are pretty positive, though. I've been
Yeah.
seeing all of the videos.
But you just read them until there's that one person.
I
and
know,
you're like,
it's
what
true.
the
Yeah,
hell?
yeah.
Usually those people maybe are sending in the DMs and they're just
Yeah.
getting really crazy.
People get
Really?
really
And
then you
passionate.
just delete and get it out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
cares?
also, views are views.
True.
If you're
Views are
engagement,
views.
you're viewing.
Comments.
The engagement is engagement.
Yes.
So
But sorry, back to the pizza conversation. I definitely have like seen these videos where you guys talk about it, but is there another one in Connecticut that you guys like more?
there's a few that are phenomenal.
Okay.
So there's a few. So there's like the Frank Pepe's, which we
Right.
find to be overrated,
Okay.
which is one of the OGs with Sally's. But we actually really like this place, Bar.
Okay.
And they're a bar.
Just
Yeah.
like,
I like
yeah.
that.
And it, not like specialty pizzas. They do a mashed potato pizza with
Okay.
like bacon and it's
Yes.
like rich, but just their really thin crust,
crust?
classic cheese.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Modern is great too, but there's just more. Keep open.
I personally love Colony.
Oh, and
Colony, yeah.
But it's not New Haven pizza.
Yeah.
It's a different kind. It's like a really thin, like almost a cracker
Yeah.
crust.
a bar pie.
Yeah, like
It's a
St.
bar
Louis
pie, yeah.
It's like a
style.
Chicago thing. Also St. Louis,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
like
the tavern style.
Tavern style,
That's what's
yeah.
called,
So
yeah.
good. The cheese is like almost like bubbly and like a little bit overdone.
Yes.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speckled.
Speckled. Look at that.
And there's like the cornmeal underneath.
Yeah.
I
Like,
love that.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
But there's you guys will get it.
Yeah.
Too.
And how do we feel about Detroit style? Like the exact opposite, basically.
Oh, I already told him we were working on a Detroit
Yeah.
style pizza.
I know.
If it's done well, it's great.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
definitely find some Detroit style that's like not so great.
Yeah, of course.
But
In
you
the
were,
city.
we were talking about before Ace's Pizza, which we both big fans of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just heavy, so you can't really
No, yeah,
crush a
it's
few
different.
slices.
You're not-
You got to
you're not-
have a
Yeah.
square or two. And
Right.
It's a different experience than like
like
a
one
New York
square
style
and
pizza
you're-
experience.
Right.
You're down and out.
Yeah. Well, let's
The
start- let's
Ace's
go-
garlic bread.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Should we run it back a little bit and get into like? Normally
Yeah.
we kind of like to go through where like people start. Like, when did you guys get into this whole?
Well, I think let's go even back before that.
When were
So
you born? Yeah.
speaking of Connecticut, like, did you guys grow up cooking? Like, was that a big thing in your house even? Or like, kind of how did you guys get into it?
We love food. No.
We
Like,
like
there's a
to
story
eat.
here.
Our mom doesn't eat garlic or onions or cook with salt or butter.
Wow.
Or
Salt
like
or butter?
olive oil. Like she love
Almond
her to
mom?
death. Love her to death. She was like a piece of grilled chicken.
Like an
and
almond
some,
mom. Or
No,
no?
no.
not an
she
almond
loves
mom.
her snacks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She just didn't cook with like pizzazz. Like
Got it.
something that makes you go, this is good.
Flavor.
Yeah.
Madison was the
Yeah. So I would say
fire starter.
like middle school to early high school days, I would just sit and marathon diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yes.
So good.
And then I started getting into like Giada and like Ina Garden and
Yeah.
Bobby Flay, like just watching. And
It-
I
The OGs.
It always starts
OGs.
at the Food Network, I feel like, with
It
people our
does.
age. Yeah.
and so then it kind of became, okay, let's drive around and try and go to the restaurants and diners, drive-ins, and dives. Which
Oh,
were
cool.
never that good. I don't know.
Yeah.
And by the way, it wasn't an option to change the channel. She was the older sister. I would come down in the morning and she'd be like, this is what we're watching.
Yeah.
So I just had to watch with her.
Yeah, so that would kind of start the passion for restaurants and seeking out food. But then on top of that, I would get inspired and start making these like massive meals and invite friends over.
Very cool.
And
Like
so
in
I would
high
get-
school.
In high school.
Wow.
So like
Pretty
freshman year,
impressive, yeah.
like I guess I wasn't
She was,
driving
like, far
to the
beyond-
market.
But
But I
far
would,
advanced beyond
Yeah.
like anyone else.
Yeah.
I would
You're
like give my
craving
mom
salt
a
and
list.
Butter. You're like, Mom, I'm sorry.
Mom,
She's
we're
like
doing
sous
a barbecue.
videing at like 16. We're like,
Yeah, I
do you have
remember
any peppermint schnapps? I
Yeah.
don't
Oh
know.
my
Like what?
Yeah.
we started cooking and cooking together and eating together. And so it would just be like most nights, not most nights, but I would say, okay, I'm going to make this whole recipe. Mom, you go get the ingredients.
Oh my God.
And I'll cook for you.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I love that.
So I think that's how everyone started getting a lot more into food and eating and
Yeah.
Right.
And this is like pre-YouTube tutorials where there's like not tons of chefs
Cookbooks.
out there. Yeah,
It was
cookbooks.
Yeah.
cookbooks and
Classic.
the Food Network.
And the
And
Food
she
Network.
was like
Yeah.
recording an episode and
Yes.
like writing the steps down.
Same.
I
Yeah.
remember.
I literally used to do that. I would
Yeah,
write down
Yes.
recipes from the Food Network. Like, yeah. Oh my God, that's so, I love that.
Yeah, no rewind. Damn.
Yeah.
That's
No.
amazing.
And then we went to college separately
Right.
and
You
at
tell the
different
story.
years.
Tell
Yeah,
the
where'd you
story.
guys go?
So Sarah was out in New York City. We were both in college at the same time, and we always just talked about food. We were talking about, like, it was pre-Instagram stories. It was just like Instagram feed where
Yeah.
you use like a really terrible filter, and then there was
Yeah.
like Snapchat.
Right.
So those were the social medias, and like Twitter. So people would like text our mom or like like call us and be like, where did you go that one time? Like we just like we were looking for good meals and like doing family dinners. When I visited her at college, she was like taking us to these like the best of like Schenectady, New York, and it was like where you were. It was like pretty good.
She
like
was at Syracuse.
So
The best of
Schenectady, they call
as
it.
good as it could be. So we ended up. Madison was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna like open an Instagram.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
are we all aligned? Like Sistersnacking. Like
That's
the
so
alliteration.
cute.
We were like, one word. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
were you studying, or either of you studying anything to do with like journalism or media or anything, or was it random?
I was studying. I was in a communication school, but
Okay.
it was television, radio, and film.
Yeah. Classic.
Not the
I did
same
the
as
Yeah.
same. Yeah.
Yeah. Not
You were
TikTok,
more of
Instagram.
marketing.
Well, so I did
Yeah.
econ and psych because they didn't have marketing, small liberal arts college.
Okay.
Shout out Union College. But every single class that had to do with food, I would take.
Yeah.
Like religion of food, the psychology of food, the like anthropology of food, and then every single
Surprised you
research
guys
paper I
handled
would
that, yeah.
do
Yeah.
would be about food. So like one of my research papers was comparing Giada to Julia Child.
Oh my god.
And I watched I read old cookbooks, I watched old cookbooks, so I just connected it, and so I kind of integrated food to everything I did, and then from like a marketing psychology lens.
Did you ever think, because I feel like also same as like someone who loved the Food Network, loved to cook just on my own, were you ever like, oh, maybe I will go to culinary school and try to do this professionally? Or were you always like, no, like I don't want to go that route?
I thought about that.
Yeah.
I definitely thought about that. I wanted to work in food media. Like, I was honestly, like, I think I applied to Food 52 a lot. Like,
Really?
oh, yeah. I was like, this is one of the goals.
Yeah.
Didn't get anything, but
Hit me up. I'll let you know when we got.
That's why
Yeah.
we're doing this podcast. That's why
I
you
work
guys
for
agreed.
myself now.
Yeah, you made it.
Yeah, but I think I love cooking, and I think it would be really cool to have that culinary background. But just what ended up happening, it wasn't necessary.
Right.
Maybe I don't.
No,
say
I don't.
never.
Totally. I mean, even people that we've talked to who are chefs, like in the professional world, even they're like, I really don't think culinary school was
Yeah.
worth it.
Not
I'm
one
sure
of
you
them
learn a
has
lot,
said
but
it's worth it. Like,
Yeah.
all the chefs we've had, they're like, don't do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like at
That's
that age when you're younger, you just don't know, and you're like, oh, this could be. Like, I mean, I'm sure it opens doors, or like,
Yeah.
I don't know, is a stepping stone. So yeah, you were like kind of always thinking about the media side, and then started that even in college with Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what at that time? I mean, because we're like the same age, I'm just thinking about. Like you said, it was kind of just like in feed posts, not video or anything. So were you literally just like with your phone taking pictures, going to restaurants and like doing a little caption review, or what did that seem like?
It would be like a photo of an egg with an egg emoji.
Yeah.
It literally wasn't even. I went back to our old posts and we don't even tell people like where this is from.
Yeah.
It was just like food porn at the
Tag
time.
like restaurants
Yeah.
didn't have
They-
Instagram.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
It's
There
so
was no
new.
social
Yeah.
presence.
People don't like remember like reels are only a couple of years old. Like TikTok's
Yeah.
only a couple of years old. Like this stuff's all really new for everybody,
Yeah.
honestly.
Exactly.
is.
I gotta go back. Do you still have those posts up?
I know. I was just gonna ask.
We did a little archiving
Yeah.
back in the day. There was some stuff. Also,
There are
a lot of
some early
gross
reels.
restaurants.
There's some early reels of like an egg pop that
might
I
still
just
be
saw,
there. That
and
might
it's
still be
like,
there.
and there's like no
Duck
tag.
fat?
It's
Portland,
duck
Maine?
fat, yeah. I know because I'm indexing and it's there.
Carly's creating an index of like all of our restaurants, so people
Oh
can
my
easily
gosh.
find
Like a big
a
map.
review.
I love
big,
that.
big list. So
Yeah.
if you're ever like, oh, we're in I'm just sitting in this restaurant. I don't know what to get. Like, what does Sister Snacking
Yeah.
get?
Yeah.
And you
Oh
could
my
go.
gosh, so
and,
cool.
And you could see it'll have the links to all the videos we've ever posted that mention it, and like go
And-
directly to it.
Like on your, how are you like on your website or?
Figuring it out.
Okay.
You guys are pretty organized. Like I was on your
Very.
website. I'm like, this is a business operation here
Yeah.
for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Gotta make it look official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very.
I mean, there's 3 of us, so
That's true.
we're
Yeah.
able to spread the workload and the
3.
Time.
So who's the one who's not?
Julia. She's just
She's
living
a
life.
baby.
We let
Yeah.
her live.
Totally.
So 3 of us do it full time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, very cool. So you kind of dip your toes into it at that point. And then at what point was it like did you graduate college and then kind of get a job? And then obviously it takes some time to take off. So like what was the next step after you just organically started posting?
We all were working. We all
were
had
you guys
different
doing?
jobs. Sarah was a music touring agent at ICM.
Fun.
Madison had a couple jobs.
Yep. Just two.
A couple is two.
Okay, that's fair. I worked at Uber Eats for partnerships.
Oh, okay.
So worked with restaurants for 4 years.
Yeah.
Wait, I feel like when I was following you guys, you were still working. Or
Yeah.
no?
So I was at Uber Eats for 4 years.
Yeah.
Met my husband there, which is like,
Aw.
good job, Uber Eats. And then was at Shake Shack for 2 years.
Oh,
So that might have
okay.
been, like, the
Maybe.
more recent.
Yeah.
What were you
So
doing for
Uber
Shake
Eats
Shack?
was partnerships,
Yeah.
and then Shake Shack was digital partnerships. So I ran all the delivery partnerships and all the marketing behind them, the
Interesting.
gift card program, all the
Yeah.
kind of like campaigns like that. So it was cool to flip it on, like
Right.
go on the other side of things.
Right.
So when you were doing partnerships at Uber Eats, were you like, because I have to deal with that a lot too, like brand partnerships with creators and stuff. And it's interesting. Like, what was
This
your
is
take on
glorified-
that?
Okay, I'm saying partnerships, which I guess I moved into a more like official. No, it was selling restaurants, like bringing them onto Uber
Okay,
Eats,
got it.
launching markets.
Yeah.
But I
It
ended
was
up
sales.
It was
Yeah.
sales. Okay. Sorry.
I mean,
Nothing wrong with that.
Listen,
Yeah.
sales, it's hard, but it teaches you so much.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So at first it was super scrappy. It was like, launching Rochester, New York, and
Wow.
like the Hamptons.
Oh,
And we
man.
would go out there and we would just like knock on people's doors. But then I actually moved into like a strategic partnerships role. So it was called partnerships. And so it was like bigger restaurant groups in New York.
I mean, that's valuable skill. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely, because I think it helps with the negotiating.
totally.
What also
do.
helps probably with the Instagram and communicating with these restaurants. Like, you know how to
Yeah.
talk to
Right.
them. You know what I mean?
And then you also have the series, and I want to like get into all this even more, but you have the series that, is it iconic or overrated?
Exactly.
Which is a great example of going to somewhere that has been around for so long, but is still worth. I always watch those videos because I'm wondering. I'm like, is it like
know.
overrated?
Well, so many people, it's like you don't trust them because you feel like they
Right.
go to these restaurants and they pay a bunch of money for this meal and shoot this video, and they don't want to say it's bad because they've already done all this
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, and
And
also
you're
like,
is
how,
it actually good?
how shitty would you feel if you spent all that money and then you
Yeah.
have to be like, it wasn't good?
It's kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what
So-
we're there for, to tell you, don't spend your money.
That's
Right.
good.
Spend our
Or
money.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of questions about that, but I kind of want to catch us up. So, okay, you have those two jobs that honestly seem very helpful to like understand the whole landscape. And then were you kind of like at the helm and then how did it work with the partnership between you guys?
So I was at Sistersnacking was still happening. Like, we were posting in addition to our jobs. I was at Creative Artist Agency. I was in the mailroom, and then I was an assistant for the brand endorsements department.
Okay.
And Carly passed the bar last year. So
Oh,
she's a
and
lawyer.
Hey.
Sorry,
I
I
did
was
see
getting
that.
there.
I know so much
I
about
was
you
so
guys.
excited. Sorry, I took this is siblings.
And then I left to go to law school because I was like, I want to do business affairs.
We heard.
And then I passed the bar
Nice.
3 years later. But as I was in law
Just gotta be
school,
modest.
Yeah.
Sister Snacking was continuing to grow. At some point, the pandemic hit, and we were all home. That's when TikTok, everyone was scrolling
Yeah.
for
Me.
12 plus hours a day.
Yeah.
Still doing
And-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Screen time.
So we were like all together just making these videos, and this is like you said, Reels are the same age as TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Like Reels didn't exist.
Right.
So we were thinking about, we can make all these videos. Like, we were cooking at home. We're all together. We're doing these like silly little dinners. We're doing takeout from all these places in Connecticut. We know all the places back in New York we've been going to, but no one's ever made a video about them.
Yeah.
So
Right.
we evolved and we started doing that.
Yeah, I think honestly, you didn't ask this yet, but I feel like it's gonna go this way. Like, what helped us grow?
Yeah, yes, please.
Just lead the interview.
Go ahead, Matt.
We got this. No, to Carly's point,
Yeah.
is we were cooking videos and we started making reels.
Right.
Yeah.
And so some of those early reels, I mean, I don't think they hit 1 million, but like probably like 700,000 views, which I
We're
mean,
doing
we had
well.
A lot
we
at
had
the time.
30,000
Well,
followers
they were.
then.
If you were posting reels back then, they were pushing
Yes.
them. Like
Hell yeah.
same with us.
Those
Like
are the good old days.
yes,
Yes.
they were like,
Now
oh,
you
yeah,
can't do anything.
Yeah.
Nothing wins.
I know.
Yeah.
No,
so
it-
hard.
You want TikTok shop? I'll give it to you. Doesn't win anymore.
Yeah, so I think we were able to all kind of adapt around video really quickly.
Yeah.
And it was so helpful being all together. And
Yeah.
I'm sure, working with your sibling, you can
Yeah.
kind of be like, okay, now we go do this, we do this. And
Right.
you can all kind of split
Boss
up
each
the
other
work.
around
Yeah.
True.
That's true.
without feeling bad.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh my God. So we can't just brush over the law school thing. I mean, that is so impressive that you did that also at the same time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, and it's totally fine if you don't know, if you don't have an answer yet, but do you want to pursue that career at all?
So
Just being a lawyer?
I am. I'm doing
Okay.
a little bit of a couple things. Sistersnacking is priority.
Yeah.
I'm our unofficial general counsel.
Nice.
But,
I love that.
in addition, I'm setting up in the process of setting up a company sole practice for influencers
Cool.
that need a lawyer.
Yeah.
Because
Good for you.
Influencers
Not
need it.
nobody's
Yeah, yeah.
reading their contracts,
No.
and
Yeah.
I can do that for you. So
Boss
Yeah.
bitch. I
Yeah.
love that.
So
Thank
if
you.
anyone
If you
needs
guys
Carly,
need
we're working on the
Anyone?
name. Carly's content consultant.
So-
What?
Carly's
Carly's
Carly.
content consultant.
we don't know. We're names are hard.
We're figuring it out. We're spitballing ideas. for the
Madison
name.
loves alliteration.
Carly's content.
So do you guys,
Yeah.
soup salad.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
Dang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. So now it's like you guys are all together. COVID is happening and stuff starting to pop off. It sounds like.
Yeah, it wasn't crazy. I look back.
How was the build? I'm curious. Like, was it?
It has been a steady build.
Yeah.
So I would say,
Except for those few that shoot the skirt steak.
yeah. So
fanatic. This
I
what's
guess
the word?
Frenzy?
The skirt steak frenzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe. So I think during those days, we had 30,000 followers on Instagram then. And I think TikTok had surpassed it, maybe 30,000.
Yeah.
And so every time we were back in the city, because we still had an apartment here, we would do takeout reviews, and those kind of started growing. And then the end of 2021 is when I went to the restaurant Skirt Steak.
I
Yeah,
know.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Is the line still an hour long for that place?
I don't think
No.
it's as long, but I
No.
do know at dinner time I think it gets busy.
Yeah.
And that was when it was $28
Yeah.
and per person. I
What
went
is it now?
35, 38.
$34.99 or something.
We're just making it home.
Yeah.
I know, and it's because it's like the endless fries, right?
It's
and
like
the,
unlimited fries, really
Right.
great sauce, bread, salad, kind of like a La Relais entrecote. I did not say that right.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that was right.
Okay. So it was okay.
Relay on coat.
Don't beat
But-
yourself up.
So that in the first day, which was unheard of, I think by the end of the second day it was posted, it had 1 million views.
Yeah.
And I think it went up to 6 or 7 million on TikTok. We didn't even post it on Reels.
Really?
Just
That's
TikTok.
how early Reels were.
Yeah.
We didn't share it as a I don't know why.
Well,
we
maybe it
posted
wasn't
a
a
swipe
thing yet.
post.
Yeah.
And so we grew, I think, from 70,000 to 100 something thousand in a span of
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Those
Wow.
one things that just pop it off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then got interviewed by Forbes and
Oh,
Eater
wow.
and Bon Appetit. So we got
Yeah.
a little press.
A lot
that
of
way.
press after that.
And then in March of 2022 is when we started doing Iconic or Overrated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And 3 inches. Sorry.
That was March of 2022.
Sorry. Did I? Yeah.
God, that wasn't that long ago, was it?
To me,
Yeah.
that seems like
Last year.
a while ago.
No,
2 years ago.
2021.
Oh my!
Wait, am I?
Not
3 years ago?
2022.
No, Carla. I think we're on we have to do something. No, it was after
Figure it
Skirt
out.
Steak.
Time's a construct with COVID. It's
Yeah,
hard to
I know.
know.
Okay, maybe we'll
That's
pull
the
the
thing. COVID
receipts.
seems like yesterday, but it was actually
I
3
could
years
find it.
ago.
I
Four
could
at
find
this
it pretty
point.
Four,
easily,
yeah.
actually. I'm gonna look, but yeah. So we started doing that,
Yeah.
and those first 2 videos. Our first one was Keen's. Our second one was Barney Greengrass, and then it was Katz's. And I think all those did well, and then Katz's really
Yeah.
took off. And just every Monday we would make a new one,
Mhm.
and they just started.
Blown up.
Yeah, just one after another.
Was it 2022?
I'm gonna
2
find this
years?
really fast. I know how to find
Yeah,
it.
go
Was
Yeah.
I living in Brooklyn?
You,
I thought
I'll
it
get
was
this,
winter.
guys.
Winter. I don't know.
Well, anyways, that was a really big.
Russ and
accelerator for
Daughters
us.
was spring 2022,
So yeah.
but that wasn't the first.
When did you guys start having an actual
I don't know.
content schedule where it wasn't just here and there?
Probably
Too many
probably
days.
2023 was when we started
Yeah,
doing
20
weekly and being
2023?
Dang.
yeah,
Just last
early
year?
last year.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys
Oh,
were
wow.
just.
Oh no, maybe
free soloing
2022.
for a while.
Maybe end of
Oh,
2022.
we were like texting nonstop all the time.
and we
Or
were like,
just
maybe
about-
we should stop texting like all day about this and
Yeah.
just like have a meeting and put it on like
Yeah.
a
Right.
calendar. So
Do you?
That was our
so
fault.
I have a question about that. How then were you choosing, and even still today? Like, I guess it depends, like which series you're doing or like which video you're focusing on. But like, how do you decide? Like for Iconic Overrated, like how do you decide what restaurants you're gonna do, or is it really just
we've kind of paused on it because it wasn't getting as much traction as it used to.
we hit
And
too
we
many
also
spots.
we like hit all of
Yeah.
them. Like went to all the restaurants. No, we like if we have some big ones that we want to do, we're actually doing it again soon.
Shit.
We have one next week. Carbo.
Ooh, wait,
We just
is it
said
already
that-
made or you're you
No,
still-
okay, I'm just
No,
gonna
no,
tell
we're
you.
just
Sorry.
going.
March 9th, 2022.
Yeah.
First video, Keen's.
I was telling my boyfriend this yesterday because I like send him your videos all the time of places we should go. And I was saying, like, I think that the reason they're so great is just that you can go there for like a neutral, like it doesn't feel biased, like the opinion that you're giving. I think that some food creators, which it isn't good or bad, but I think that they have like a persona or like a reputation that they like want to keep up. So it feels forced sometimes, like in their opinions, but I feel like you guys are very like going with a level
I
playing
mean,
field.
Yeah.
I think we can turn anything into something. Like even if we're just going out to dinner with friends, people know now that there's gonna be a light, there's gonna be
I
a
was gonna
camera,
say, is that
and you're
awkward?
gonna have to
They
film
know
us
it.
eating. So
Oh man.
we take advantage
Can't
of
get
content.
out of it. Get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what we've always done. Is I mean, yes, there's a lot of us getting content, but we like have no shame in getting content everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we don't use it, we don't use it.
Right.
And
Good
but
tip.
we have it. Like if we
More the better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if we are like, oh my god, didn't you go to this place? Let's make a roundup of we just like
Tortellini and brodo.
oh
you
yeah,
gonna
we
say?
did
Yeah.
Tortellini and Brodo, and we had content from this place that wasn't even a video,
Yeah.
but we were able to turn it into something else.
Yeah.
And people love that video, and we love Tortellini and Brodo. So.
What are you guys
Yeah.
shooting on when you're there? Like you just like iPhone status, or you got a
We
camera?
got
You got-
cameras.
yeah.
Sony.
Yeah. Nice.
But that's why it's like so funny. Sorry, on the going back to like
Yeah.
our like people trust us. It's so funny when we do an ad because like we have to make money. We're a
Yeah.
business. How do you think we afford to like
Just go
eat
to
out? Like
restaurants. Yeah.
guys, come on.
Right.
And we did one in the fall for Applebee's for
Margaritas.
$1 margarita.
Ohio, dude.
Yeah, like of course we went to like Applebee's when we were kids, like
Yeah.
with
Yeah. who
friends,
cares?
whatever.
Yeah.
You got that like great margarita. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And people in the comments were like, "You don't eat here," and we're like, "Did we say we come here every day? No,
Yeah.
we're just
Yeah.
promoting. Like, come on, like give us a break. Like, we gotta
Totally.
do something."
Then there are people like, girls, get your bag.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. We got
Thank
it.
You
you
have to
for
tell
recognizing.
Applebee's that like you know that's gonna happen, obviously. So like, are you
Dollarito
like, hey,
came back, yeah.
They
don't
don't.
care.
They know they're coming to us to
Yeah.
like promote that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first like big check from doing food content? Or when was the first time you were like, oh, we could actually make money
my-
doing this?
Oh my god.
Yeah, like when you decided, okay, this is
Was
gonna
it
be
like the
full-time.
chocolate one that we made the cookie skillet?
No, that was like $5.
Yeah, what was the first just check of any kind?
It was
Maybe
that
like
year though.
$200
You were. I
Yeah.
remember us doing like.
Oh, maybe it was all those random grocery delivery
Oh,
companies
yeah.
that existed, like
Oh,
couple
like
thousand
Gorillas
here and there.
and-
Yeah,
yeah.
I think we like dipped our pocket in a few
Oh.
of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or-
Joker and Getter.
Good
Yeah,
deal.
yeah,
Getter,
Getter.
Getter.
Yeah.
What was the other one went out of business? But
Gorilla.
Gorilla.
Gorillas, we used them too back in the day.
Those
But
were
which one
great.
closed? There's one.
Both of
that
them now.
Gorillas.
They
Didn't they?
only Getir is still existing.
Oh,
Two
it's still
still
is.
If you want to work with us, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use GoPuff now. It's very legit.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, GoPuff.
Yeah.
When that started when I was in college,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
I know, and it's still, it's like
Kicking.
still thriving.
Is
I'm
it
like,
fast?
yeah.
Remember
It's
this thing
meant-
with Gorillas was like under 6 minutes or
Yeah.
something insane.
There's
like,
something like
Yeah.
not right
Yeah.
here. That's why.
Yeah.
No, GoPuff is like invented for being high.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
literally like I
Literally.
am high and I
was like
need
munchies.
Doritos like
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
That's all it's for.
They started, I think, making their own recipes for pizza and just like churning out like fast pizza. And
Oh,
Gopuff
really?
was?
Yeah, like
Oh,
I think
shit.
they had their own little
Pizza?
like yeah, it was I don't know.
Like
They
they
had their
heard
own
this-
food that they sold that
Really?
like
Yeah.
wasn't in partnership with the
Oh, wow.
restaurant,
Yeah.
and I feel like they just like took all the people late night that maybe the
They're
restaurants
probably just
were
nuking
closed.
DiGiorno's in the microwave
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Oh my god. A question I just thought of when you were mentioning like all the food that you're buying and getting at these restaurants, and I am pretty sure you've addressed this in a video, but I just always think it's fun to ask, like, what do you do with all the extra food that like you end up with?
It gets eaten.
We both have significant others that eat.
Yeah.
They probably
You know,
love it. huh?
Her husband is we just say, bring it to Michael.
Your
No, but
vacuum.
he used to not be a big leftovers guy, and now
Yeah.
I'll come back from filming at like 5 places, and he's like, "What's for lunch?" And I'm like, "Just look in the fridge," and there's like ripped almond croissants.
Yeah.
He
bitten
knows if there's a
slices.
bite out of it or if it's ripped in half, like it's safe, like it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. We love leftovers.
Yeah.
I think if we do have something really extra on the street, like if we see someone on the street, we will
Right.
give that food.
Yeah.
Freeze things.
Nice.
It's like not as crazy as people think, and we're
Yeah.
filming with other creators.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'll like, oh, you
Divvy
take
it
this
up.
pizza and
Yeah.
you bring this pizza
Right.
home,
Yeah.
and
Right.
that's it.
How many videos a week are you guys like out there shooting? I mean,
Well, posting every day, if not more.
yeah.
Posting daily,
So
yeah.
you're shooting like a bunch in one day sometimes.
Yeah, a bunch in one day.
We're efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple, we can like get a few things in a day.
Clearly.
Yeah, but tonight I have a dinner. Carly's a
I have a dinner, so that's 2 right there. And then
Yeah.
we're going to go to the
Sisters not
tacos
keeping
after
up.
this.
yeah, we'll split it up.
Who's editing all the?
We
You
each
edit your own.
Yeah.
What are you guys editing on?
Interesting.
Well,
She likes a laptop edit. I'm an InShot
Yeah.
on my phone.
I'm
Yeah.
just so long form working on YouTube. Final Cut Pro. I invested in it. I feel like it's the same as iMovie. I haven't like had
Dude, I swear by CapCut. I'm telling
on
you.
your computer.
Serious?
On
On my
desktop,
computer
use
and
it.
on my phone, yeah.
Is it free?
It's legit.
free, yeah. There's
Maybe-
a pro one for like really cheap too.
Okay, yeah, we've
Maybe I
always
should
done
get for my
InShot.
computer. That's crazy.
Try CapCut
CapCut's
desktop.
good on your phone.
It's
and
But
on your
legit.
computer.
I don't know, the hard drive and it's just
Yeah.
a messy
True.
place.
Right on.
So yeah, I've tried to do more long form and cooking videos I do on the computer, but sometimes I just move it over to phone, buy that 6
Yeah.
terabytes of storage
Yeah.
from Apple now from
Yeah.
iCloud.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about long form? Like, where as you move forward, are you seeing like, oh, things are kind of slowing down here, or maybe they're not? Like, we want to spend more time here, or how are you guys feeling about just media in general, like as it continues?
I think long form is just, it's really fun to film and fun to edit. And I think it can be really great. I just don't know if we put in enough time for us to grow massively.
Yeah,
Um,
we're talking about like YouTube.
YouTube,
essentially.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
we're posting shorts every day.
yeah.
And we're always like reassessing that strategy, which is so frustrating because those videos have to be under 60
seconds.
Uh-huh.
So every platform is just a
Dude,
little different.
90
with
seconds
their-
on Instagram and then like
Yeah.
TikTok seems like
Whatever.
whatever. Yeah.
It's
You can do-
awful. You
wait,
have
you can
to
do 30
literally
minute-
make 4 videos from
Yeah.
one video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can do 30-minute videos on TikTok.
I
Some
know,
people.
but who's watching?
I don't know. I don't
mean,
know. It's
yeah.
interesting.
I don't know. I mean, now also the creator program on TikTok, if it's over a minute and 1 second, that's when you make money and you can make a
Oh.
lot.
Yeah.
But if it's under a minute, you don't make money.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting.
Right.
So they're definitely pushing
But
that
they
longer.
push
Then they'll
the-
change it in
They
like 6
they
months.
push the one. They don't push any now. So like they used to
Right.
push the extra long ones.
Right.
It's you can't win.
They
You
change
have-
it everywhere
yeah.
every day.
Everything.
What about Snapchat? I feel like people are making money on
I'm
Snapchat.
curious.
Yeah.
So we just started doing. We have a show
Another
on,
length of video that you need to
I
do.
know.
Yeah.
So we have a show on Snapchat. We don't do the Snapchat spotlight.
Right.
So there's 2 different things. They are not integrated. They're working on it. And so we started doing this show.
It's a mess.
I've not had Snapchat for so long. I just
It
know like
shows-
Bryce Hall's making like
Yeah.
$1 billion.
I know.
on it.
Listen, we have not made $1 billion on
Yeah.
Snapchat. We're trying there. We're trying to figure out
Yeah.
what works.
Not
but
even 1% of $1 billion.
Yeah.
Not even not even
No.
a tenth of a percent.
But hey,
It's
every
awful. They promised, and we got nothing. It's just so
hard.
frustrating. There's so
Yeah.
many things to
Yeah.
Snapchat's not watching. Don't
but
worry.
I hear if you do Snapchat,
Don't post them on
stories
Snapchat.
and spotlight and
That-
do it really. Like,
It's the stories.
consistency,
Really?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yes.
Like every
100
dish
times
has
a day.
story. Every like
Yeah.
lift has a story. You'll make a lot, but
Yes.
the bandwidth of that just to sit
Yeah.
there doing stories feels really difficult.
That's these big creators like whatever. I mean, literally the biggest ones like David Dobrik and Bryce Hall. They literally say that they post like 100 stories a day,
Yep.
and that's like well, I
Insane.
don't understand it, but And
How do they have
we've
time
really
to
gotten
do
to the
that?
weeds.
I don't know.
How do they have the time?
I think it's what you're saying. Like, it's literally just every little thing. Like they just take a picture and post it. Like,
It's like, what do they call it? Like habit stacking. Like when you
Yeah.
take a photo, you post a photo.
You
Right.
have to, yeah.
And you
Yeah.
just, it's second nature.
I feel like Snapchat's the only platform that makes me feel like an old piece of shit, dude. I cannot figure it out when I'm in there. I'm like, what is all
I haven't
of
used
this?
it since like
Oh,
Like,
and then
5
when we're
years
with
ago.
our little sister,
Oh my God.
she opens her Snapchat and she has like 20 million Snapchats, and she's like, I'm like watching her. She like opens like some and then responds. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm keeping up with my streaks.
oh my yeah,
she still got streaks.
I'm like, well, are we
We'll have to
still
find out her
that's a
longest
thing?
streak.
it's
I
crazy.
have one streak with my friend Sam, and it's like 500 days, and we like she'll
wow.
text
Pretty
me and be
good.
like Snapchat me, and
Oh
that's
my
it.
God.
And that's the only thing I've ever like
Yeah.
consistently
There
done
you go. That's the only thing.
ever.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Go to law
Um,
school.
I mean, Snapchat started like the whole like when we were like in 2012. I feel like that, and then I thought it was disappearing. I have a theory that that's why it's paying people a lot because they're trying to stay relevant.
Yeah.
If they want to bring it back, just show everyone's best friends list again. That would bring everyone back.
They don't do that anymore.
Remember when you could see someone's
Yes.
best friends?
Yes.
Crazy. Yeah.
That was
And you're like, oh, something's going on there between those two.
so true. Okay. Getting back to the food part of things.
So
I could
sketchy.
talk about media all day, but so I am curious too, like, as you were just mentioning that you're bringing back the iconic or overrated series, and I know that you guys have done kind of like mini series in different places, Connecticut, when you were in Asia, and kind of like running out of places in New York, whatever it might be. Do you have thoughts about that? Or are you guys like, oh, somewhere new will always open, or there'll always be like something new to discover? Or are you guys kind of ever like, oh, we need to go travel somewhere to get kind of big content?
So there will always be new. Like, you're not going to run out of things in New York, I don't think. But I think for us, our mission and goal is to be a resource for all things food wherever someone is.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can travel somewhere and highlight a bunch of restaurants and do a ton of research. I mean, this year we're going to Italy, visit Julia. We're going to London. We're going to Paris. So we're going to try and do a ton of research there and make videos and make the long form.
Yeah.
You're going to
guides.
Atlanta.
Going to
That sounds like a
Atlanta
fun
this
one.
month.
That
Yeah.
does
So
sound
my
fun.
friend, they have this schedule. It's increments of 15 minutes, and it's like very
Oh my
detailed.
gosh. Yeah.
And we're going to a lot of places.
Oh my God.
So
Oh, yeah.
we'll do them all.
Lemon pepper wings, the strip club
Oh.
in Atlanta.
What?
That's like what Atlanta's known for, isn't it?
Julia's going.
What?
Lemon
Julie has a
pepper
different
wings? Is
plan.
that the name of
I'll
the
ask my
strip club?
Yeah. That's like the thing Atlanta's known for, is that the strip clubs have the best wings.
They do. Magic City.
All right, I'm going to strip club in Atlanta this
I
month.
thought lemon pepper wings was the name of the famous strip club.
Oh no,
I'd be like,
that
what
would be
fun
even
name.
better.
We're going to lemon pepper wings.
That is like Atlanta's thing.
Yeah, but I
It's
think
the culture.
Okay, so I guess you have to go to the strip club and
no,
get
I guess so.
wings.
But to your point is, I think there's good food everywhere. Our
Yeah.
older sister Sarah moved to Boston this year. She's actually moving to New Hampshire, and
to
she's been
Portsmouth, huge
doing-
food spot.
Yeah, they have great food there. She's been doing a ton of stuff like in the Northeast, and there's so many hidden gems. And even like when we found posting in Connecticut,
Right.
people love that content.
Yeah.
So
And it's a whole new just like audience and market
Yeah.
of people to tap into. Yeah.
yeah,
I'll
so
watch them even if I don't ever plan on
Yeah,
going.
me too.
Like, it could be in any
Yeah.
country, and I'll be like, that looks amazing. You
Yeah.
know?
no,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, it's also for the people that when you're sitting there, you're like, where should we schedule dinners for? And we're in Maine, and you
Yeah.
like can type in where you go. I was just somewhere recently that I was like, there is no one has posted anything about food here, and I was like,
Huh.
where am I? Where
Yeah.
was I?
where are you?
You guys need to do one in St. Louis.
I have no
St.
idea.
Oh,
Louis,
yeah.
Well, New York's
I
such a food media. Like
Yeah.
you see it here, you like not people are thinking about it in St. Louis. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think it is not a crowded space, but it's more competitive. There's a lot of people
Right.
doing it now, and people in New York are so inclined to go out to eat.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of other places, people don't eat out
True.
as much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
true.
everyone, you have a phone, you can turn on a flashlight, or whatever, turn on a light, turn on your flash on your camera, and
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
content.
I was
Right.
like, where are you going with that? Turn on a
Sorry.
flashlight.
And then a
I was so
flash.
confused.
Take out your red camera and your dolly and your
Yeah.
I wonder if like we started bringing around a flashlight, you know, our little mini light.
Do you guys ever go to a restaurant and you see like other like creators doing the same thing that you're doing, and you're like, what the hell?
Really?
Is it like
Yeah.
Anchorman where they all
Rarely,
meet up and
but
We tussle in the restaurant. Like, what are you doing?
You give him the nod. You're like, got you.
So funny.
Like tussling at like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, you see it. I think so many people use Flash now on their phone, just
Yeah.
in general,
Yeah.
to
Just
take a
used to it.
photo. So, but then there's some places who are not fans of the Flash, which they make it clear.
Not
Yeah. I
even
bet.
not even the flash, the camera too. Some people just
Mm-hmm.
don't want you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like not uncommon. Like when I was in Asia, you have to kind of ask.
Mhm.
And you say, "Is it okay if I film?" And they'll be like, "Don't film anyone."
Wow.
Yeah.
Like no staff, no. Like
Yeah.
you really have to be mindful. So even in New York, you kind of want to ask too,
Right.
if you're like being up in someone's face.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Interesting. Wow. And then yeah, when you go to London, you have to do like the roast dinner or like the
Oh,
fish.
yes.
I've never
Love
been
it.
to
Sunday
London.
roast.
With that, yes,
So
Sunday
Sunday
roast.
roast with the Yorkshire pudding gravy. Yep, I studied abroad in London, and
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so-
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm so
She-
excited.
yeah, they've
I've
never
never been.
When
I
you guys
keep
going?
I keep sending Madison like random places. I'm like London,
Yeah.
here, this. She's
No
like, that's
context.
literally one of the most famous like bakeries in London. But sure, it's already on our list. I'm like, I've never heard of it.
We know.
Yeah, and also like I mean the Indian food, that's gonna be a big
Yes.
Indian food. Like I want a tea service. I want to go
Yeah.
get tea.
Yeah.
The Sunday roast, all the pastries, and I have to go get those like chuggy ass strawberries with chocolate at
Oh,
the
yeah.
market because I need it. You would think I've never had strawberries with chocolate before, but like I haven't.
It
Yeah.
will change you, I bet.
Yeah.
So how do you pick when you are going to a new city? I mean, if you've been there before, obviously you have ideas of what's popular. But if you're going to somewhere totally new, like how do you decide? Because sometimes I feel like, I mean, you guys are a great resource, but sometimes when you are looking up lists of places, it's like,
Who do you trust?
right, it's
Yeah.
like, is this
Yeah.
is a touristy spot? Like,
So
We're actually like potentially like coming out with a book that'll tell you how to do
I was
this.
gonna say.
whoa.
Pause.
we're working.
Edit that out.
Exclusive drop.
Exclusive.
No. So I think that it's a lot of research.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean,
A few different routes.
yeah, the way I guess I do my restaurant research is like it's always happening.
Yeah.
So if I see something I really like, I'm usually saving it on a map on my phone, Google Maps,
Yeah.
and saving it to my London guide so I know where it is and I write a little note about it. Saving videos on Instagram and TikTok,
Yeah.
and then going back to those when I am going to that place. And then I think like Eater is very helpful
Right.
because they have lists, but you have to kind of cross check every single list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll have like a running doc and I'll start writing up like this place is known for this.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to
And
the
they
other.
go-
Yeah.
Go to their website also,
Yeah.
check the
Right.
menu, see what it's like the vibe is, and then
Right.
also like Google Maps and photos and reviews.
Yeah.
Like we'd like love a Google
Yeah.
Yeah.
map. We're
Google's
Google
a
Maps.
great place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Because in Eaters, some of these places.
If
you
we
don't
ever
really
had an
just pay
app,
for
it would have it would have to live with Google. Like
Well,
has
actually,
to.
Yeah.
and our friends that do the Belly app,
I
Yeah.
love the belly app. Yeah.
yeah, they I think have more reviews than Google now. So like they're
Really?
yeah, like people love
Yeah.
it.
Well, it's such a good way to do it because it's very. Have you used Belly?
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
food centric. Like it's people
Right.
who actually are gonna
Yeah.
leave a legit review,
Right.
sorta. Yeah.
yeah, and you
Although
can
think
follow
about it.
people you
foodies,
like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just
random
plebeians
dummies
being
on
like,
Google.
I
Right.
had a bad night here.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
say
we
plebeians?
have one.
Yeah.
You know, we have one. We don't keep up with it as much. I try as much as I,
I just
can.
struggle to rate things against each other.
Oh yeah, that's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Because it
Same.
would be like a pizza
Yeah.
place versus like a Michelin
Versus-
star
yeah.
restaurant. You're like,
Yeah.
this
It's like
isn't.
Like, they're both
Carbone
great.
versus
Yeah.
like an
Yeah.
omakase, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
can't.
about the number. I'm like, what number am I giving this in my head? And then I'll kind of stack it against
Right.
others. But it's hard.
It's hard.
Also, though, it's like when I do look at lists or whatever it might be, even if, like, whatever, I see the TikTok, I see it on the list, I see that it's like highly recommended and it's great. Especially in New York, I'm like, oh, well, this seems awesome, but I know that there's going to be either you have to do a reservation 30 years in advance or like you're going to, it's like first come, first serve, and like you're never going to get in, which is like so tricky to, especially like in a new city. Do you guys ever deal with that? Or if you know that that's going to be,
Yeah.
do you email them and you're like, hey, like, would you mind?
If we're going like when we go to London and Paris and there's like places that we know we're gonna have to like get in line for and we need to go there, we're gonna allocate the time.
Yeah.
I know Madison did that when she was in Asia and like
she like waited in lines for like 2
Oh, my
hours.
God.
No, I went. This is funny. I went to there's like 4 Michelin star ramens in Tokyo.
Yeah.
And so I went, and we were staying at a hotel nearby, and I was like to my husband, I was like, you check out, I'm going to go wait before it opened. I got there like 45 minutes before it opened. So I'm waiting. The line is crazy long. And so they start going down the line. And they're like, how many people are you? And so I'm like, oh, I'm 2. And they're like, where's the second one?
Yeah, not having it.
And I was like, he's coming. And they're like, no. And so I
To
call
even
him.
wait in line?
So yeah, I call him and I was like, listen, this is something I need to do. You go get something else.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I waited 3 hours for ramen. He got ramen somewhere else. And I was like,
my
I've already been
God.
waiting an hour. Like,
Yeah.
I need to get this.
Yeah.
So I made
I mean,
a
it's
friend
work.
in line. Yeah.
He
And-
understood, right?
But I had a table for 2.
Oh,
No. That is so
bullshit.
annoying.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. You had
That
the
is
table
crazy.
and just you take it. Yeah.
Was it worth it?
It was worth it.
Really?
Yeah.
We did this with Jeremy too, and I thought it was fun. It's just kind of like a list of favorites by category.
Okay.
And since you guys have a lot of experience with restaurants, and we could open it up. Actually, yeah, it could be anywhere, not even just New York that you guys have been to. But so
Let's
if it's
do
like, okay, we'll just like rapid fire,
All right.
and it's okay. No, don't feel too much pressure.
Can we give our own answers?
Yeah, yeah. You can each give an answer.
We can be our own people.
and give one.
We can look at each other and
No, I'd be
speak
curious
without
if-
speaking.
I'd be
So-
curious if they're different, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite burger.
Fort Charles.
Fort Charles, but also Lord's.
Oh, I've never
That's-
had
yeah.
Lord's.
What's
Okay,
Lord's?
Still
Yeah.
Fort Charles.
Lord's is the people that own Dame, and they
Okay.
have 12 burgers a night. It's an English pub.
Yeah.
Not English pub, but it's English.
Yeah.
Their
Rare
food is
Welsh
incredible.
what is it?
It's a Welsh rarebit burger. So it's like Welsh rarebit cheese,
Yeah.
a thick onion, kind of like the Red Hook Tavern
Yeah.
one,
Mhm.
on a homemade pretzel bun.
Favorite sushi.
I know what you're gonna say.
That's a hard
What
one
am I
to
going to
do.
say?
You're gonna say Matsunori.
Well, that's affordable omakase, Matsunori.
Oh.
I went to one last week, like a fancier omakase, and Sushi Naz, or actually Naz 17 was like this magical experience for me. It was like one of like the nicest, fanciest omakases I did. But I went to Ito last week, in Tribeca.
Yeah.
It was incredible. They really like hit on the good
It was
pieces.
omakase?
Yeah,
Yeah.
omakase. That was
Okay.
like $2.95 a person.
Yeah.
Crazy. But the other one I was going to say for like affordable, and it only can be one location. They have a few. The Momoya in Chelsea.
Okay.
Their crispy rice, it's
yeah, that's
different
mine.
than the other. Oh, sorry. Okay. But
No,
have-
I was thinking about it, then you
Okay.
said it, so now I agree.
Well, the Momoya in Chelsea, their crispy rice is different than their Upper West Side and their Soho location.
Mm-hmm.
But that one, no reservation. It is. It
Okay,
just
good
is
to know.
Really
So
good.
good.
Sushi Seki too.
Yeah.
You love. I
Haven't
mean,
been,
sugarfish.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite diner.
Ready on the count of 3.
1, 2, 3.
S&P.
Okay. Haven't been there, but I want to
Or
go.
Golden Diner, which isn't really a diner.
yeah.
We're gonna go tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
In
they're like an
Chinatown?
Asian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Two
We are?
Bridges.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like an Asian
What's tomorrow?
inspired
Oh,
diner.
sorry, I forgot about tomorrow. What
and
about Clinton?
Clinton Street?
We're going in a week or two.
Yeah, Clinton Street is great. I feel like that's not.
S&P just wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Favorite Thai. I love this.
Oh yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Soother.
Sood.
Oh.
You said it wrong.
Soother.
Sood.
I'm not Thai. I don't know how to
It's
say it.
Sood. It
There's
has
an
an
R.
R.
There's an R.
Okay. Favorite fried chicken.
We started
the
a fried chicken
wait.
quest, and
Yeah.
then we got
Hold on.
really freaking full.
Oh. really full. I thought you were gonna say like something else.
But it's not
You're just full.
authentic. It's not like
We did a whole Harlem fried chicken. Actually, okay.
Sylvia.
No, you didn't go to this one.
Oh.
Melba's in Harlem.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, like really good. The mac and cheese was incredible. I mean, we did Sylvia's.
We did 4 in a
Ruth's.
day. Amy Ruth.
Yeah,
That
that
is
was
no wonder you got so full.
Oh my God, Red Rooster,
Which
Yeah.
Sylvia's, and then we went to Harlem Shake for a quick burger, and it was.
Quick
I
burger.
wanted, yeah,
all that.
quick burger.
also a great smash burger.
Yeah.
Harlem
Phenomenal.
Shake. No, the other one I was gonna say, and Bob White.
Bob White
Yeah.
counter.
Right.
And I mean, everyone raves. I mean, the chicken Caesar wrap
It-
is delicious, but
It's better in the East Village than it is at the New Union Square's post.
Okay, favorite Italian.
I know.
That's a tough one, I feel like.
well, okay. Okay. So we'll give you one that's accessible. We have one that's inaccessible.
There's like so many. We just made
I
this
don't know that
list.
one.
Yeah.
Well,
same.
Oreos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isodi. Rayo's
Oh, yeah,
inaccessible to anyone.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked
Really
unreal.
old school Italian. I mean, we love Elio's.
It is
on the Upper
like
East Side.
classic. Like there's
Yeah.
no bullshit at
Yeah.
Rayo's.
How did you get into Reyes? Just
a
through the Instagram or?
A friend brought us.
Really?
And they have a table.
Oh,
and it was
shit.
like the rarest.
Wait, was it Jill
occasion.
Zarin's
Daughter, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Allie.
Allie.
Thank you, Allie.
Allie and Jordan, it was the dream come true.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
texted us the week before and they're like, okay, there's a 9 o'clock. Can you be there? Like,
We
Yeah,
thought it was
incredible.
that night.
Yeah,
I thought it was that
I was
night.
at dinner.
Yeah.
You went to
At Italian food. And I said, guys, I'll be there. I was literally at
And she goes, wait,
GCMO.
I would do it too,
It's
honestly.
not right now. It's like next week.
Yeah.
So we were like,
I'm
oh,
finishing up dinner, but I can get up.
that's so funny.
Okay. Good answer. No one can go, but
Oh, wait,
No,
did
no.
we finish Isodi? There's like Emilio's, Bellato, which
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Elio's you like more.
I do like Elio's. Well, depends what I'm getting.
Our Tuesday hits.
yeah.
Roscioli, the place from Rome.
Right. I've seen
Great.
it, but I haven't.
Roman
yeah.
pastas.
Okay,
carbonara,
good.
Yeah.
Good answers. Okay, favorite tacos / Mexican food.
Well, we're gonna go to Nini's
Right.
Deli Taqueria.
Yes.
Their birria is birria.
Unreal.
I say it wrong.
Birria.
And I don't want to say it.
I love
Every time I say it.
Yeah.
We
Wrong.
also
Yeah.
loved, different, not birria, but Taqueria Ramirez.
Oh, yeah,
and,
for
Yeah.
and Los Tacos.
Yeah.
So
Most-
good.
Really
So
good. Not overrated. Really
Not
good.
overrated.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do iconic overrated there. No,
It's so good. Yeah.
would
It
be
is so good.
iconic. It is iconic, but
Yeah.
I think people would like that. Yeah.
Okay, favorite deli sandwich. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
If-
no, I'm thinking about it. We love Milano Market.
Mm.
It's gotten a little crazy.
I think there's better.
No, I know. I mean,
Like Regina, we do like
we like
Regina's
Regina's.
Grocery. Uncle, what's it called? The classic
Uncle Jimmy's.
Uncle Jimmy. Thank you.
Okay, last one. Well, last one, and then the other one's not food, but
Okay.
favorite bakery.
Libre or Radio Bakery.
Love Radio Bakery.
Ow.
That's pretty good.
I'm-
Yeah.
Alf's phenomenal. In Chelsea Market,
Mhm.
it's new. I love La Cabra.
Mm.
I love La Cabra. It's
Yeah.
so good. They had
Love.
this new pastry. I just went. It was like a chocolate croissant, but it was like laminated, and it was like had like this gooey custard on the
Yeah.
inside, and it wasn't a croissant.
Unreal.
You didn't bring it to me.
It wasn't a croissant, but it was a chocolate croissant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate the whole thing.
I'm proud of you.
Shoot, I wish I made a list of places to just say iconic or overrated. If you guys.
Oh,
you
I
can
know.
think of
you
something.
think of some. You also didn't ask pizza, which
Oh, pizza.
I'm surprised. I'm just
I,
surprised.
now I want to pizza. I want to
Well,
hear.
so we are going this week as well. I hope. Lucali has like risen to number 1.
Guys,
Really?
I'm not waiting
I
in that
don't know.
line.
Yeah, the
Like,
line.
it's crazy.
Hire a TaskRabbit.
True.
Is that what you guys do now when you got a spot that's. Yeah.
Now,
That's Madison.
now I just call the guy. I'm like, I'm
Wait.
coming.
Yeah.
Call the guy. How much does it cost to hire them for like 2 hours wait?
Maybe 60.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's-
okay.
If you're
BYOB.
going with a group,
Yeah.
and like it's like worth like
That is
you could
worth
do
it.
Yeah.
But I'll say if I mean,
Like
We-
everyone throw in $15 and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
get a TaskRabbit, and then
Yeah.
but
And then you
other,
could just show
other
up.
pizza just really fast. I think F&F near Lucali is great.
and then we
Joe
gotta
and
go
Pat's.
West Village, like
John's
Lindustry.
John's on Bleecker.
Industry, yeah.
I love
Lindustry,
best,
West
best
Village.
pizza.
Yeah.
You love these.
I do love
Finny.
Finny.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Finny
I
like
haven't been there
white
yet.
slice
Yeah.
with the lemon.
You should go.
Yeah, I want to. Oh, the place I was thinking of when I was thinking of the iconic overrated thing is I forget what it's called, but the place with the like crazy circular croissants with the,
Oh, overrated.
I figured, yeah.
Extremely. It's
What's
because
it called?
because of the shape.
Lafayette.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, like scientifically, because of the shape, the
Yeah.
croissant is like overdone, and it's like
Yeah.
not as like buttery and flaky as
Yeah.
like you want a typical croissant to be. So it's almost
you
like
go.
dry.
Mm.
Yeah. when
With the
people have been
custard on
something
the
for
inside.
thousands of years, you're like,
Right,
I think they
like, do you have
know,
to
there's a reason.
Yeah. And then last one, favorite bar or just like place to get a drink. Yeah.
Besides you.
Yeah, 101. Is it sad that I mostly go out to eat and I don't?
No.
Well,
this is an iconic bar. I went to Bemelman's.
Oh,
on the
I want
Upper
to
East
go
Side.
there.
It was so cool. It was so fun.
Did you have like an inn, or how did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
We
vibe?
had an
We're
inn.
trying to go.
It is like grand piano.
Yeah.
They're like little tables. Everyone there like owns a building in Manhattan or
Yeah, so
something.
Yeah.
just like
and
this,
like
basically.
the paintings on the wall are like really old. Yeah, it's you're getting a martini. You're getting like they give you olives and chips and
Classy
things.
joint.
It's so classy.
Yeah.
But like a dirty bar, like a
No, or whatever it might be.
like a divey bar. Dirty's like in a good way.
Dive, yeah.
Yeah.
well, no, I was just thinking. Well, there's just. Listen, I don't go to that many. They reopened and they closed for a bit. I think they reopened the Angel Share that was in the East Village.
Yeah.
They had this yuzu shisho leaf cocktail that I love, but I also just like to drink wine.
Yeah.
You used to
Vibes.
love Katana Kitten.
Katana
Oh,
is
yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
Good food
Fun.
to go
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
But I'm always like
The furikake fries, I loved those.
Yeah. And then wait, sorry, last one I want to ask
furikake
iconic
fries.
overrated. See, now you're making fun of her for it.
Video.
A piece.
Oh my god.
don't come for our pronunciation or commented. It will help
Okay.
Sur.
You might have already done this. Iconic overrated the Polo Bar.
Overrated.
Yep.
Ooh.
Overrated.
go.
Sorry, I didn't say it loud enough. Yeah, we did.
Overrated.
Say it with your chest, Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The burger was not good.
Really straight
The
up bad, huh?
corned beef sandwich we
Yeah.
loved, or
Yeah.
the pastrami sandwich we loved.
Yeah, that's a thick whack burger.
Whack.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Yeah.
Thick and
It
raw.
can be
and
like-
huh?
Yeah. Well, that was all good information. I personally am going to write down all the places you just mentioned.
I know. We need to get a list.
Even though I like already knew you guys would say
Go to the
all those.
website. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Sistersnacking
L-
LLC.
yeah,
Dot
why don't
com.
Sistersnacking
We
LLC.
tried. We tried. Those bots took up our.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, why
website.
don't you guys tell people like A, where to follow you, and B, what to look forward to that you guys have in the works?
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok. We have Facebook, Snapchat, and
YouTube.
All Sister Snacking. One word, one S in the middle.
And then website sistersnackingllc.com. We have guides you can purchase. We have travel itineraries. We have free guides.
Yep.
We have everything.
You can-
recipes.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of recipes.
If you
have
have like a
that.
For free.
specific
You guys are doing everything.
you have a specific situation, you're going like on a batch trip and you need us to plan something, we have like a form on our website. Contact us. Like
You
Yeah,
do?
really?
You'll do that? Like consulting?
Carly, why'd you say that?
because
Why'd you say that?
we make a little money off of it. You know,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, if
throw us $50, we'll plan your bag.
no, we can't get to them all.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks guys. Thank you, Madison and Carly, for coming. This was so fun. I
Thank
personally
you.
learned even more. I learned even more than I knew just from following you guys for years, and truly a valuable follow if you want to know about anything food related in New York or
Some-
any other
some
city.
real
it seems
opinions,
like.
yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
Thanks,
guys
guys.
hungry now?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Time for
honestly.
mayonnaise.
We're gonna
Oh.
bring
Yeah.
you some food after our
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah. All right,
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.